Everyone, I'd like to thank our volunteer committee. Procom, David Pierce and Mike Feely, co-founders. Working with Wisdom, Tricia Malloy. Mythos Media, Amy Henkel and Roger Niff. Duffy Dixon Media, Duffy Dixon President, and the MP Group, Roderick Ricks, Director of Sales. I'd like to now, during our live chat, give Paul Dunn first an opportunity to speak for a minute. Paul, if you would unmute your mic and share, give us the update on Davios. Paul, are you there? Okay, on Paul's behalf, I will share that they did close temporarily and they will open the second week in September, fingers crossed. They are very engaged, trying to work within the community. And again, based out of New England, the owner is trying to stay on top of things as best he can. Joey D's and the Tavern at Phipps. Again, Joey D's is open. It's open at dinner, not open at lunchtime. And the tavern has not reopened yet. They're working very diligently as an organization based out of Charleston to stay as attuned to the numbers, both at the state, local level, and in the other markets they're in, which is again based in Charleston. But we're here to support them, and please keep them in mind for when you're looking to have lunch. Next is Nikado. Fatini, I know you're with us. Fatini, if you could share with us the latest wonderful things you're doing promotionally at pickup and curbside. Fatini? Okay.
Good morning, everyone.
There we go.
Sorry, I prepared an hour speech, but then now I know I only have a minute. So. All right, so good morning, everyone. Just want to throw it out there that just going to go straight to it. Nikado is doing a lemon juggling challenge, so I think it'll be fun to do with your family, with your kids, to earn a $100 gift card. And if everybody can help us repost this to all of your platform to support us, basically all they have to do is post a video that you know, showing them their juggling and hashtag Nikado juggling challenge. So therefore we're going to pick the best juggler and then give them a $100 gift card. Another exciting news is we are doing pop-up menu, meaning like we're just going to have for temporary for 1 month. It's a poke bowl. I don't know if everybody ever try it, but you should hit Nikado, go to our website and try our poke bowl from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's basically all the fresh fish, fresh ingredient. It's gluten-free friendly. We can do it vegan or vegetarian. It's very, very delicious. So if you actually look it up, we are actually starting it. And if you're looking for some light lunch and refreshing, something different, definitely, we are definitely trying to doing it. One last thing, thank you for everybody who has been ordering from Nikado for dinner, for like a weekend or for just a regular day. Keep on helping us promoting through your social platform to order through our website, nikadorestaurant.com. Thank you, everybody.
Fatini, I wanted to ask if they wanted to follow up with you, with given the deadlines and so on, the best way is to go to your profile page, or is there a phone number?
Correct. Yes. Well, actually, the best way is actually to follow us on Instagram because we actually update it daily.
Okay. All right. Very good. And thank you for all you do at being engaged with us.
Thank you.
Stars and Strikes is not able to join us because at the same time every month they have their general managers meeting. But I want to share on behalf of them that they are offering a special corporate special meaning that for about $25 you're able to have enjoy bowling, various pizza selections, boneless wings, chips, salsa, house salad. It's 2 hours of bowling with shoe rental included, and it's a $5 arcade game card that's with the package. It's 20% off, and it's $27.95 per person. Like Nikado, they're providing very affordable ways to enjoy the experience with them, so please keep them in mind. I also want to recognize the Atlanta Hawks Basketball Club. Justin, are you with us right now?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, Justin. So do you want to share a minute and update us? And it's great to have you with us as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Good morning, everybody. Again, I'm Justin with the Hawks. Right now, the NBA is back in full swing down in Orlando at the Bubble. Unfortunately, we weren't one of the teams that made it, but it's good to see basketball back on the TV. At the Hawks, we're focusing a lot right now on our community side of things. So if anybody saw it in the AJC, we've transformed State Farm Arena into the largest voting center in Georgia. And so we're really excited to be helping out the community and the voters of Fulton County. So we'll be open during the general election as well in October. So if you need to vote for early voting, feel free to come down October 12th through the 30th.
I'll walk out with you.
And then as far as next season, we are looking to have fans in the stands. So if anyone's interested in doing a group outing or a company outing for your employees or your clients, be more than happy to help you guys out, and feel free to reach out to me. But again, thank you for the time, and hope to see you guys soon.
You know you can't be
Just
here.
mute yourself to touch base on that.
And he was like, when? And by who? And I told him, and he was like,
Whoever has their mic
I
on,
can't be here now that school
mute
started.
your
And I was like, well, I didn't know school had started.
everyone, if
And
you
then he was
please
asking me
mute
what
your mic. Thank you. Justin, so the best way to reach you and the best way to connect the dots so that our members can enjoy, because this is your second year and soon hopefully will be your third year. What's the best way to reach you and connect with you?
Yeah, you guys can email me. It's just my first and last name at hawks.com. I'll put it in the chat here. It's just justin.ripple@hawks.com. But again, I can handle anything, group outings or ticket packages. As long as you guys are looking to create a special night for employees or clients, more than happy to help you guys out. And then also we're excited to announce that our Chief Revenue Officer, Andrew Saltzman, is going to be the keynote speaker for the October BCN. So we're looking forward to that.
Well, we are as well, Justin. And again, real quickly, with these outings and what you're asking our members to consider, when can they verifiably start working with you on that?
So we can start the planning process as early as you guys want. The schedule will come out, here in the next couple of months, and we can actually narrow down a day. There is a little bit of uncertainty due to COVID, but the NBA is working through it right now, and we'll have a great sanitation protocol in place. So should be able to get a lot of people out and make a lot of memories for you guys.
Wonderful. And we have already put up on the website, as you know, our speakers coming up in September and October. Thank you, Justin. Okay. Member news and member offers. Is there any other news and offers that any of our members that are with us today that you have posted on the website under BCN events members or BCN member news? Is there anyone that wants to share a minute that's either something newsworthy or an upcoming event that we should know about besides what Nakado and Atlanta Hawks has shared?
Deborah, it's Peter. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay,
Great
fantastic.
to see you.
So I am about to post something that I'm doing for the community in some groups like Delta, but I'm doing a Navigating Your Job Transition seminar that the members are welcome to come to if they have any interest or anybody that they know that might be going through job transition. And it's going to be talking about managing your basic expenses and debt, your health insurance, and how to handle your retirement accounts. So it's something I'm going to post on there. Please feel free to join if you're interested. It is on 12 to 1 o'clock on September 1st, Tuesday, September 1st.
Okay, and you will be sending out an email to the membership through.
I can do that as well. Yes.
Okay, so you'll
And
have
that
it
will be next week.
posted. You'll have it posted.
And I'll
then
have
you
it
can
posted
also
this week.
follow up.
Yes,
Would you consider this a BCN member event, or are you combining this with others?
I'm combining it with others.
Okay. Will you be doing a BCN member event, you think, sometime this year?
I definitely would like to do that. Yes,
Okay,
I will plan something.
great. Well, thank you for this, and
Thank you.
we will support you. Anyone else have any other news or offers that they would like to share for 1 minute? Okay. All right, next, we're going to go to the BCN value proposition.
Deborah?
Yes.
Hi.
This is Tarsha. I'm sorry, I'm not a member. I know I'm a guest, but
Oh, sure.
may I share something that we're doing at the Woodruff Arts Center, or is that inappropriate? I'm sorry.
You know what? It's great to have you as our guest, and everyone thinks the world of the Woodruff. As a matter of fact, Doug Shipman was our keynote speaker in 2019. So if you could take about 30 seconds, Tarsha.
I can. It's just one event that we're having on Thursday. And I'm sorry. Hello, everyone. I'm Tarsha Calloway, Vice President of Advancement for the Woodruff Arts Center. And I wanted to share that on Thursday, October 27th, we are having a moderated discussion, Creative Connection, which is art and technology, is leveraging art and technology to enhance your corporate culture. So it's a discussion with chief people officers from major corporations and also Chris Moses from the Woodruff Arts Center to discuss how we can use technology and the arts to stay connected. So we have Microsoft is on the panel, Cardalytics, and DHG, and all of those individuals are the chief people officer within their organization. And Chris Moses, who is the artistic director of the Alliance Theater, will also be on the panel. So I think it'll be a great discussion as we talk about how do we connect with our team as we're working in this, uncertain and remote environment.
Tarsha, thank you very much, and it's a pleasure to have you with us. And I know you're exploring potentially joining the BCN, so we hope this gives you a good taste for it.
Great, thanks for the invitation.
You're very welcome. Okay, can everyone see these slides, by the way? Jeff, can you see?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So our value proposition in the BCN is focused on five key areas: strategic business development, building partnerships and alliances like we're doing today, professional development, having keynote speakers like Jay Bailey, and community engagement. Our toolkit then is something that all of our members, we want you to continue to maximize, and that's the roundtable forums and Zoom video conferences. Our ambassador advocates, Jeff, Fred, Buddy, myself, here to help you connect the dots and do well with your membership. Our website member profiles and offers, can't say enough about maximizing those areas, going up on the website every day to learn about each other, member news and events, and resource sharing. In terms of our next part, which is very exciting, is of course our returning members and our new members. So those of you that are on today, I'd love for you to share, we would love for you to share first, Simply Kitchens. David, if you're with us, welcome as a new member, and you've got a minute to share your value proposition, ideal clients, and referral, and the best referral partner.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, good morning, everybody. David Dunsmuir, Simply Kitchens. Yeah, Simply Kitchens is a retailer. We are a retailer of kitchen cabinets primarily. We also do closets, bathrooms. We've got 5 locations here in town and an e-commerce site as well. So if you have a need for a kitchen or know of anyone who needs a new, fresh, exciting, beautiful kitchen, please reach out. We focus our business model around homeowners primarily, secondarily contractors, and also house flippers, remodelers, etc. From the homeowner standpoint, my ideal customer is somebody with a home that's 10 years older or more. They have a tendency to need a new kitchen, and yeah, so any referral is outstanding. Yeah, anybody that thinks they need a new kitchen or bathroom or closet, please reach out to me, and all my information is on my page. Thank you, Deborah.
David, it's a pleasure. I've enjoyed getting to know you, and you've already met some terrific members.
Yep.
And I think that what you offer, there's lots of opportunities for people to do well with you and vice versa. So thank you for being with us, and thanks to Andrew Kiefer. Andrew with Cinematics for connecting us. D Unity Group, Stacy and Roger Vaughn. Stacy, you could take a minute with Roger to share the same.
Good morning, everybody. Stacy Vaughn with D Unity Group. We help businesses maneuver and understand what it takes to get into state, local, and federal contracts. We do business development and marketing, specializing in contracts. And we work with, we like to help you handhold through the process. So we are unique in that aspect, and we have over 50 years of experience.
Combined.
Gonna add anything to that?
Roger?
Not too much to add to it. If you'd like to talk to us about possibly getting into that business, Stacy there will actually the information is right behind her there. So give us a call.
Well, I think the best thing, Stacy and Roger and David and anyone here, is to utilize your profile page so people can learn more about you, and then also your one pager, and of course the member offer. Do you want to share briefly what your member offer is, Stacy?
So our member offers a 1 hour free consult to see if this is a great way to get into the industry. Not every business knows what it takes. So we want to give you a in-depth option of kind of a pre-assessment to the next steps.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you both. I think that having you in the organization, we've never had this discipline and this focus in your specialty. So welcome aboard.
Thank you very much.
And thanks to Roderick Ricks for introducing us. And David, are you there, David Dunsmuir again? David, I wanted you to share your member offer, but you can come back. Okay, and then Roderick, thank you for renewing for your second year for the MP group. Do you want to share with us, Roderick, your value prop, ideal clients, and referral, and best referral partner?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Roderick Ricks. I'm with the MP Group, and we help businesses with their merchant services, or better known as credit card processing. Before I share the value that we're going to bring to the community, I want to give a big shout out to Deborah. I definitely appreciate her sharing her knowledge and experience in business. Not only has she helped me to be successful inside of the BCN, but just to help add things where I can be a little bit more well-rounded. Here at the MP Group, what we do is we focus on trying to build relationships instead of simply making everything a transaction. We're independent business, so we can help you to take those payments however you want, if that is through mobile units, tabletop terminals, full POS systems, even integrations inside of websites and softwares. If you guys hear of any businesses who are using Square, PayPal, Stripe, those are low-hanging fruit for us. We can definitely win on those deals. As far as for the community, we are a traditional credit card processor, so we get you your own merchant ID. Part of the offer for the group is there's no setup fee for that. We will not charge you to have your own account, as well as if you do need to have any technology, we will provide 25% savings off of those POS systems or the mobile units, whatever you need. So if you guys have any additional questions, please feel free to give me a call. I'll be more than happy to talk with you guys. Thank you so much.
Roderick, excellent job. Thank you very much. I'd like to share Weidman Remodeling has renewed for his third year. Dan Weidman, he couldn't be with us today, but when he can, he will share his spotlight. And then the rest of you, I did reach out to you if there's anyone else that would like to share their returning spotlight.
Hi, Deborah. Yes, Craig Peter.
Hello, Craig. Thank you for coming for your second year.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. Hello, everyone. Forgive me, I've just finished training. This is Craig Peter, personal training and Eclipse one-on-one fitness in Buckhead. And I just finished training some of our very young, talented female soccer players that are off to go play college in North Carolina. And this is my second year renewing. I've been working in the fitness industry in Atlanta for the past 20 years. I'm a mobile personal trainer, as well as working out of a wonderful fitness studio in Buckhead that has been around since the Olympics, just after the Olympics. It's called Eclipse One-on-One Fitness. So really anyone who is interested in getting in shape and working out and making some changes to their lifestyle habits, I'd be very interested to help you. We also have a fantastic crew of trainers that work at our facility. And I value, my member offer is 20% off to fellow BCN members for personal training sessions and a free 1 hour consult on the phone to establish fitness goals and lifestyle changes. And hopefully everyone will just take a second today or a minute or more to think about how they could, if they're interested in making any changes or improvements in their personal health, and consider making an investment in that, whether it's time or money or something else. And let me know. Please visit my page if I can help you. I would be very, very interested. Deborah would be a great referral. I've been working with her and her husband for about 2.5 years now, and she's done fantastically well. So I think that's over time.
Yep. Well, but you did terrific, and thank you. And you've made a difference in our lives. And I know that with everyone working from home more, I'm sure you can make a difference with our members as well. Thank you.
Appreciate everything. Thank you, Deborah.
Sure. Megan, Kelly, Megan, do you want to speak for a minute about the creative approach specifically, since we have 30 minutes left or less? If you could share your value prop, ideal client, and referral, best referral partner, and then your member offer.
Absolutely. So Creative Approach is glad to be renewing our membership. We're a local one-stop shop for print and promotional item needs. And one of our major values is giving back to the community through a quarterly giving program and a strong partnership with local nonprofits. We offer a 20% discount for any in-house project to fellow BCN members. My ideal client and referral would be someone who has an idea of what their print needs are, but who needs a little hands-on creative assistance to really achieve their goal. We've recently moved away from our brick and mortar store and gone fully digital in Atlanta, which means now we're available wherever you need us without the midtown traffic. And thank you everyone for your continued support, and I'm looking forward to creating new connections.
Megan, great job. And I will say that this is the 4th year that you've renewed, and it means so much to us as an organization when all of you renew, as well as when we bring on new members.
Thank you so much. We're happy to still be here.
You're very welcome. Is there anyone else that is a returning member that would like to share anything in terms of what we just talked about?
Yeah, Deborah, if I could, is Brent Novak with Key Point Signs.
Yes, Brent. Great to have you. We've got a little bit less than a minute.
Okay, I'll be really quick there. Just really glad to be re-upping. We've gotten a lot of value out of the BCM for this past year. For people we haven't talked to yet, we're a full-service sign company. So, you know, really kind of specialize more in like the large exterior illuminated signs, but also interior signage. And recently we've been doing a lot of COVID type signage and barriers, like clear acrylic barriers. I know a lot of restaurants are starting up. They're going to need those kind of things as well. So that's one area we've expanded into. So if you know anybody that needs something along those lines, that would be a great referral partner for us for right now. And of course, just for general business signs, you know, anybody that's obviously starting up a new business, rebranding, you know, obviously very good for us as well. And we also do vehicle graphics. So any kind of service industries, a lot of the service industries right now are extremely busy. We're seeing that with everybody, with landscapers to handyman, everything like that. They're expanding, buying new trucks, need new graphics on a lot of their new equipment. So, but again, great to be back. Thanks for everything you do, Deborah.
Well, you're very welcome. We appreciate you, and it's a team effort. I also want to wish you a happy anniversary. I did sing you a happy anniversary song over the weekend, and I didn't hear back, so I thought maybe it was my voice, but hopefully not. I'd like to recognize our guests. We've got several. Good Game by Top Golf, Swing Suite. We can't have you speak, but we're going to recognize you as our guest. So Good Game, Top Golf, Swing Suite just reopened at the Battery, and we're excited to have Matt Kimbrough, the GM, with us. The Woodruff Arts Center, you heard from Tarsha Calloway, Vice President of Advancement. Schuler Hospitality Group, thrilled to have Daryl Schuler, a longtime friend of mine. He's a master chef of master chefs, and he has the Schuler Institute, the Schuler Hospitality Group, and is opening a 7,000 square foot restaurant called Farm Ed Kitchen and Bar in Tucker, in the former Le Cordon Bleu location, if you're familiar, and we're looking forward to Daryl and Sean potentially joining us. Next, we have Jeff Patterson with the Small Business Administration for Greater Atlanta. And Jeff is the head of lender relations, economic development for the Georgia District Office. Proud Smiles Dental, we have with us Dr. Brenda Paulin, the owner. Been in business 32 years. Thrilled to have you with us again. And sister of Oasis Landscape and Irrigation, Kevin Paulin. Purpose Properties, Beth Ursery. Beth is the principal, and Beth, we're thrilled to have you with us. Thank you for the connection again, Roderick. And then Fred, we have your guest, Stephanie Graham. Stephanie is an attorney of law, and she specializes in estate planning. Her company is Graham Estate Planning. So thank you very much to all of you. And let's see, now we're going to go to our speaker. So Jay, thrilled to have you with us. I will just add before I read what we've got that you've put together for us. Jay, when I learned about you and I learned all the things that you do in the community to make a difference and teach people and help them in their business, work more on and in, bring people into the community, bring people of diverse thoughts, of diverse ethnicity, to have a common purpose and to do this under the umbrella of Herman J. Russell, who is an icon in Greater Atlanta and in the country, as his president and CEO of the Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship. It's very exciting what you're doing, and we're looking forward now to hearing you speak and share your topic, your talk, which is Plant Seeds That Will Grow. Jay's going to be speaking for 10 minutes. Then we have Q&A with Jay for 10 minutes, and then we will close with the remaining thank you moments and successes. So we've got about 23 minutes, 22 minutes left. And Jay, I'm going to open it up to you.
Thank you so much, Deborah. And hey, family, how are you? And in 10 minutes, I'll give you a snapshot of my life right now, or my life story, guys. I was a kid born up in South DeKalb County. My barber whispered in my ear that I could be an entrepreneur just like him. It's the first time I'd ever heard the word. I started my first business at 12. Bought my first house at 19. Made my first million by the time I was 24. But because I didn't have good money role models, because I didn't understand the language of money, I see you over there. Hey, Duffy, how are you? I see you smile. I lost everything, guys. And I went from living in a 10,000 square foot home in Country Club of the South to literally living in a 9x9 storage facility on Mountain Industrial Boulevard in Tucker. I was at that moment in my life where I realized by the world's standards, I've been successful. All the cars, the clothes, the houses, I've been successful, but I had zero significance. I had done nothing to put a dent in this world. I had done nothing to help someone else's life out. I'd spend 10 grand in a club in a night, but there was no scholarship in my mother's name, which is another component to my life around. I'm a firm believer that loss creates leaders. The things that you lose determine who you will be. And there was a period from the year 96 to 2006 where I literally lost everybody that I loved almost, from my mother to burying all of my grandparents, to burying my college sweetheart, to a first cousin and a very close friend. So during that time, money became my crutch. And, the thing about money is that if you got the nice house and the nice car, everybody assumes your life is perfect. So it was a perfect hiding place for a kid that just didn't understand where he was going or how he was going to get there. And so this whole notion of success to significance took over. As I was sitting in this 9x9 and starting to pick myself back up, when significance became my choice, I found myself 3 years later running an organization out of the sub-basement of a building. We grew that organization within 9 years to 10 countries and a $30 million budget. That organization, Operation Hope, that I used to be the CEO of the Southeastern region, did incredible things. But then also one day I realized that I could do more. My then girlfriend, who became my wife, I made her a promise after I left that last job that I'd never get another job again. I didn't think that we needed another corporate executive or a nonprofit CEO. We needed more wealthy Black people that looked like me to be the example of how we move forward. So my assistant, who's been with me for 9 years, had very strict instructions. Any headhunter, any recruiter that calls, the answer is no. Until this opportunity came about where I had to break that promise to my wife. because there are very few times in life, guys, where you get to be a part of something that you know will outlast you. And there are even rare moments in life where you get to be a part of something that could potentially change the course of history. And for those of you that don't know and you're living in Atlanta, you have to know the name Herman J. Russell. And if you don't, I'll give you a little bit of history on who this man was. You got to think of a black man, stood about 5'10" with a severe speech impediment. But this is the brother that literally underwrote the civil rights movement. When 100 students got locked up during the student movement, the only real civil unrest that we had in Atlanta, they made one phone call, one man bailed them all out. When black people were not allowed to live north of Peyton Road in Atlanta, he and 6 other families bought a cattle farm and built the community Collier Heights to give black business people and middle class a dignified place to live, patterned after a black Beverly Hills. Your mayor today, Keisha Lance Bottoms, grew up right in that neighborhood. He built half of our skyline. By the time he was 43, he had created the 4th largest African-American owned business in the history of America. This is a brother that had a pool inside his house in the 40s, where a young Dr. King used to go swim and try to figure out how he wanted to change the world with a tennis court. But little did he know as he was planting those seeds, and even to this day after his death, H.J. Russell & Company is the largest black-owned construction firm in the country. Concessions International is one of the top 10 airport concessionaires in the world. This was the legacy that this one man left. And to think about where I am right now with the Russell Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, you've got to think of a black man 70 years ago building a 54,000 square feet facility as his headquarter building 70 years ago in the Jim Crow segregated racist South. That's the guy that we're talking about. And we are taking that 54,000 square feet and transforming it for a new generation to become the Russell Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship. He didn't build it by chance or happenstance. He built it directly across the street from Morehouse, Clark, Spelman, Morris Brown. And he did this on purpose because back then I went to the University of Georgia, but back then I would not have been able to. He knew that students from all over the world were coming to Atlanta to converge to get the best education at these institutions. And he wanted them, after they matriculated and while they matriculated, to be able to see an example of what was possible for people that look like them. Guys, I will tell you that every year we lose GDP because we are not maximizing on the power of a large segment of our population that does not get to find their way. I love Atlanta enough, and this is my home and always will be, to be very honest with her. Atlanta, for all of its good traits, we also lead the country. We're the worst city in the country when it comes to income inequality. We're the worst city in the country when it comes to economic mobility. A child born into poverty in Atlanta has less than a 4% chance of reaching the middle class, and that's on our watch. And the real conversation that I want to bring when we start to talk about race and when I talk about helping Black entrepreneurs, it's not from an emotional space. I look at it like an economist. There are no poor white neighborhoods in the city of Atlanta. There are no failing Latino schools in the Atlanta public school system. There are no Asian ghettos in the city limits. The demographic most affected is African American. Almost 98% of the poverty is in one demographic. But the demographic that's most affected is 54% of the population in Atlanta. If we're going to create an economic development strategy to make Atlanta a better place, and we're not intentional and deliberate on helping and supporting that demographic, you guys are business owners. If you have something on your shelves that has not moved in the past 5 years, you got 2 options. Either one, you invest the resources in it and marketing it so more people will buy it, or you get rid of it. That's almost the definition of gentrification. So when we start looking at the best way to close the wealth gap, all the data supports create entrepreneurs and help people grow their businesses. But part of that is, where do I go when I need help? We're now concentrating the best resources in the world under one roof. 54,000 square feet makes us the largest center in America dedicated to growing, scaling, developing, assisting, and supporting Black businesses. I'm a firm believer, guys, that the only difference between bankhead and buckhead is access, opportunity, and exposure. If you can look at Buckhead, where kids want to be doctors, lawyers, accountants, consultants, and run companies, but over in Bankhead on the west side, they want to be rappers, athletes, and dope dealers, how can you reconcile that without saying that God or whatever entity you believe in doesn't equally distribute brilliance, genius, and talent? There's nobody more innovative on the planet than a single mother with 2 kids making $17,000 a year. The way that she thinks, the way that she problem solves, the grit, the resolve, the resilience that she has, match that with a pathway forward to make sure that her ideas, the belief she has in herself, and a pathway to make those ideas go to the marketplace, we change things. We are all better. And I say all of that because the topic of my talk is plant seeds that will grow. Because what I didn't tell you is that I was a 14-year-old kid that used to steal my mom's car and drive over to Southwest Atlanta because I didn't believe people that looked like me could live in houses like that. I found a mentor at 14 years old by the name of Herman Jerome Russell. He was a faraway mentor that I never thought I would meet until one day I got to meet him at Pascal's restaurant, the very restaurant that he owns and the family owns to this day. Little did he know by his actions, he was planting seeds in the mind of a young man that wanted to be entrepreneurial and wanted to be just like him. Access, opportunity, exposure. One of my personal mantras is plant seeds that will grow trees whose shade you may never sit under. Plant seeds that will grow trees whose shade you may never sit under. We have really got to start thinking, guys, about 7 generations yet unborn, because I will tell you this, Atlanta is a very special place, and we have the opportunity to create something if we come together that history will never forget. Silicon Valley, the Research Triangle, Cambridge, Austin, Nashville, they've done great things around innovation, but none of them have gotten diversity right. Atlanta has the opportunity to get it right and do something that no one else in the world has been able to do. And what we're doing at the Russell Center in these 10 minutes, I'm off of here, Deborah, very shortly.
No, you're
what we're doing at the Russell Center, we want to live at that nexus of access, opportunity, and exposure. Give entrepreneurs a safe space to fail and fly. Make sure that I'm only in 2 businesses. I'm in the readiness business and I'm in the access business. My job is to get companies to a point of readiness to do business at the next level, whatever that means for them, but then giving them also the access to execute and win. And that's in a nutshell what we're trying to do. But when I talk about planting seeds, what if Herman Russell never, ever dared to be different? There may not be a Jay Bailey. There may not be a Russell Center. And to all of you, for everything that you do in your communities, in your neighborhoods, and with your businesses, know that someone is looking right now. Know that someone is following your example. Know that someone is looking at you through that window, through that lens, and saying, I could be you. And what are you showing them? Thank you so much, guys, for my 10 minutes. Thank you, Deborah, for the invitation. And certainly, I think I had the 5 takeaways listed there, and hopefully I hit them all. Thanks so much, Deborah.
Jay, don't go away.
Oh,
well, you know, I can't say enough about what you just said, and we so much need to hear that, probably daily, if not minute by minute, because we tend to forget what's not in front of us, and you've just brought it to us, in front of us, and you've reminded us of what's so important. When I went to your center and met you back in January and February, I started seeing the incredible facility that you've built and the recognition of Herman Russell. So I have a couple connecting points to share with the membership in that when I was with the Georgia Restaurant Association, I brought in Pascal's, and Pascal's is part of Concessions International. And it's a wonderful restaurant and special event facility. And so your connection with that, along with in the same neighborhood, is huge. I want to say that the thank you moment, you know, that we're going to go to next is first to thank you again for this, and Jay, and to welcome you every time you want to join us in these monthly meetings. I know your schedule is packed. We'd love to have you. So please think about that. And I know you have Donetta with us, so thank you for that. Donetta is the CEO of Concessions International. We want to give you a gift from the BCN, and it's from our member, Stars and Strikes Family Entertainment Center. And it's an entertainment pass. The value is $100. And it gives you 2 hours of bowling, 1 lane of shoe rental, 1 pitcher of soft drink, and 1 large topping of pizza. It's valid 7 days a week. It's good through the end of next year. And they have 14 locations. And
make sure it's not PM.
Jay.
There's
Q&A. We have time to have at least 1 or 2 questions. Do any of you have a question that you'd like to ask Jay?
Hi, this is Jeff Chernoff. Jay, could you hear me?
Can hear you great, brother.
Yeah, hi, Jay. Thank you so much for such an inspiring presentation. My question is the non-Black community, particularly the business community, stepping up to help Black youngsters in terms of inspiring them and giving them opportunities here in Atlanta?
Ooh, that's a loaded question, Jeff, for me. The mayor just appointed me the co-chair of the Youth Entrepreneurship Council in the city of Atlanta. Most urgently around the young men that are selling water on the corners and how do we create a new way forward for them. I think largely the answer to your question, Jeff, is no. Because we look at Atlanta still having the worst wealth gap for a major tier 1 international city in the country. And so, you know, when we think about who that affects and who that person is, when you boil it down and you scale it down, at the end of that equation, you will see young Black individuals that aren't being nurtured, that aren't being tutored, that aren't being mentored, and certainly aren't being embraced by pathways to work at the Coca-Colas, the Deltas, the Home Depots, the business world. Because if I live on the west side in English Avenue, although I have the best view of the skyline in the city, that skyline might as well be 1,000,000 miles away because I never believe there's any connection between my reality and what I see in that skyline.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. We have time for one more question.
If I could, I'm Carl Barham. Jay, I'm curious if there's any advice or specific tips you could suggest for an individual, especially a local business owner, that could help drive more economic equity in all communities, but specifically the minority, Black and brown communities in Metro Atlanta. What would be some of those suggestions?
Jay, we've got about 7 minutes, so you probably have about 2 minutes in that.
Got it. You know, I am a big advocate right now, especially with the COVID pivot. And if all of you guys are business owners, everybody on this call has had to change the way that they do business. Carl, I am really advocating for the breaking down of silos and collaboration right now. I think for the longest time, the narrative has been be your own man, self-made man. I did this on my own. This is my company, and here's my name on the door. The African proverb tells me, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. I am urging companies to collaborate. Case in point, I just did a call last week with 7 barbershops, brought them all together. They consolidated all of their ordering. They're ordering all of their supplies together now. They're each saving about 35% on their overhead because they're collaborating, and otherwise they would have just seen each other as competitors. I think more than ever, the community is going to need the community. I'm going to need the best of what you have to share with me so I can share it with others, so that those others can take the best of what they have and share it with you so your business is better. I think for at least the past 10 years, maybe even the past 20, we've been on a very narrowly focused, very blinders on, very, very narrow path that only included ourselves and our business, and it was only motivated by our ability to get wealthy in our own little vertical. We got to open up those swim lanes, brother. We got to start making sure that we're collaboration beats competition every day of the week, and a community focus where we get the best resources from the community to support the community, I think is a way forward.
Jay, lastly, several of our members have been texting me that they would like to reach out and be of help. How can we, what's the best way that they can reach you? In particular, one of them is Craig Peter. He just texted me. He's our he was a competitive soccer player, and he's been a soccer coach with the Atlanta Fire Soccer Association, and he's a personal trainer for children, as well as senior citizens, adults, does the same thing for soccer. For any of our members that are here today listening, what's the best way to reach you?
You know, it's I'm easy to find, hard to catch these days. And with COVID, you know, a stat that I'll throw out there, guys, it wakes me up every morning. I go to sleep with it. That they're predicting that 41% of African-American owned businesses will not endure this pandemic and will close their doors forever. 41%. So, you know, I've been really busy focusing on making sure that businesses stay afloat. Of the 112 companies that we're assisting right now, 98% of them are still with us, and I hold that as a badge of honor. So I'm saying that to say LinkedIn is kind of like my quasi switchboard. You can follow me or connect with me at Jay Bailey. RCIE.org is our website. Even though it says coming soon, we're building out new virtual tools right now. You can join our mailing list. But then through LinkedIn, you can send me private messages if you want to connect, and we'll make sure that we'll find some time to connect with anybody who wants to see how they want to join us in this fight. Again, guys, I'm focused on Black entrepreneurs because the data says I need to. Our city needs us to. And that does not mean that white people or Asian folks or Indian folks can't help us along the way. No, no. If we don't fix this problem in the Black community in a city that's 54% Black, then none of us win. And we need to be intentional, and we need to be deliberate, and we need to have focus. And that's where we are.
Well said. Thank you so much, Jay, for everything. We will reach out to you through LinkedIn. I will follow up with you as well. And it means a great deal. I know how busy you are, and thank you for making such a difference.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys.
National, locally, statewide. If you want to stay on for another minute, Jay, we have 3 minutes left. I know we have several thank you moments you want to share. We've got enough for 2 minutes before we close in a minute. Is there anyone that would like to share a thank you moment or a success?
Deborah, can you hear me? This is Ron Walters.
Yes, Ron. Thank you.
Thank you. I wanted to say thank you to Viraj Patel for the great referrals that he's been giving to me over the last month or two. I really appreciate you thinking of us. I also wanted to share with the BCM members that this is the time that a lot of people now are responding for their PPP loans, and they're now asking for forgiveness. If they need assistance, please give us a call. We'll be happy to assist you in any way we can.
Thank you, Ron. Any other thank you moments or successes?
This is Stacy Vaughn, and I would like to say Viraj also, because he has helped us get connected to a client. So we got connected, and we've already created another level that we never thought otherwise. So we appreciate that.
Well, very wonderful to hear. Thank you very much, Stacy and Roger. Anyone else have the thank you moment?
I do, Deborah.
Okay,
So,
we have 60 seconds.
Okay, I'll make it really quick. Thank you to Procom, and thank you to Duffy Dixon Media for projects on your website. And the previous projects, thank you for Creative Approach and Creative Connector. Thanks.
Thank you. Everyone, our membership survey will be coming out. It's only going to have 2 questions, so please respond to that as soon as you can. And then coming up, we have Diana Harris. Diana is the Director of Advanced Platform Solutions with Effective, one of our members, and that's a Comcast company. And that will be our September 10th speaker. And then October will be Andrew Saltzman, Executive Vice President, Chief Revenue Officer with the Atlanta Hawks. Doing good is good business. That's talk. And November will be Monica Kaufman-Pearson, former WSB news anchor. And we don't know just yet if they would definitely be Zooms or if it will be in person. So stay tuned with us. And then December 10th is our annual holiday mixer. Thank you, everybody. Can't say enough. Have a great day. This will be posted on the website by the end of the day today. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.